This is the GA92 XTD magnetic locator with the same graphic display that you saw earlier with the 72 CD. Watch the representation of the bar graph as it sweeps across the ground stake. The larger the steel target, the bigger the magnetic field and the better the detection for the instrument. I'm going to show you now a very small target called a PK nail, and then a very large target in comparison, which is a water valve cover, and how the model GA52 reacts at the same sensitivity to both. The movement I just showed, moving the instrument around the outline area of the cover, is kind of a crosshair kind of movement over the target. In this way, as I bring the magnetic locator into the perimeter of the cover and the unit goes up in tone and peaks over the edges, I'm able to get an outline and shape of the object. We're now going to go locate various utility targets, that some of that are exposed at the surface and some that are buried below ground, so you get an idea and understanding of the various applications these magnetic locators can be used. Some of these objects will have multiple layers of steel welded or jointed together. In those cases, the magnetic field will have a little bit more distortion as joints from a bar to an edging will collide and come together. The unit will still react to the outside perimeter of the target, but it may react to different elevated tone levels. This next application is to detect a joint or a transition phase between two steel pipeline sections as they come together. Because the pipes are made out of steel and therefore ferrous, there's going to be a magnetic field distortion at that point of the joint. I'm going to try to detect that now with the magnetic locator. Things to note when using a magnetic locator. Not all steel objects have ferrous content and therefore don't have a magnetic field. One of those is stainless steel. It has very little or no ferrous content within it at all, and therefore would not be detectable by a magnetic locator. Other things to watch out for when you're locating is keeping the instrument away from steel toe construction boots. It will react to that or any other steel objects that you may have on your tool belt or pockets, especially if you have the sensitivity increased. Also, things to look out for are other above ground ferrous targets such as fence lines, guardrails, and parked cars. Because they contain steel, they'll have a magnetic signature. Using this diagram, this is the technique that you would use to locate a buried facility that's made out of steel and try to avoid the above ground target.